What you need to know about the proposed payment. The U.S. economic landscape has been tough for millions of Americans, particularly those relying on Social Security and SSDI benefits. With inflation driving up the cost of living, lawmakers have faced increasing pressure to provide financial relief. This newly approved Senate bill aims to do just that, offering a much-needed financial boost to eligible recipients. Unlike previous stimulus measures, this payment is specifically targeted at Social Security and SSDI beneficiaries. The strong bipartisan support behind the bill suggests a real commitment to helping some of the most vulnerable citizens, and unlike past proposals that stalled, this one has already cleared major hurdles in the Senate. Who qualifies for the $2,800 payment? According to the current details of the bill, the payment would be available to individuals who are actively receiving Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSI, Supplemental Security Income. However, there are a few key eligibility requirements. You must be an established recipient of Social Security or SSDI benefits. If you have applied but have not yet been approved, you may not qualify. Income thresholds may apply, similar to past stimulus payments, but these details are still being finalized. Will this affect other benefits? One of the most common concerns is whether this payment will impact existing benefits. Based on the structure of the bill, this one-time payment should not affect your regular monthly Social Security or SSDI payments, nor should it impact other forms of assistance you may be receiving. When will you receive the payment? The exact timeline for distribution is not yet confirmed, but lawmakers are pushing for expedited processing. If the bill passes, the Social Security Administration will be responsible for distributing the funds. Based on previous payments, the first wave of deposits could arrive within weeks of final approval. If you receive Social Security or SSDI payments via direct deposit, the $2,800 should be deposited into your account. If you receive paper checks, your payment will be mailed to the address on file with the Social Security Administration. Important reminder: to avoid any delays, ensure that your mailing address and banking information are up to date with the Social Security Administration. Economic impact of this measure. Beyond individual financial relief, this initiative could inject billions into the economy. When millions of beneficiaries receive this additional funding, local businesses and communities could see a positive ripple effect, boosting economic activity in various sectors. Tax implications. Another common question is whether this payment is taxable. Based on how similar payments have been handled in the past, this one-time payment is expected to be non-taxable income. However, if you have concerns about your specific tax situation, consulting a tax professional is always a good idea. What about married couples? If both spouses receive Social Security or SSDI benefits, they would each receive the $2,800 payment separately, meaning a household could receive up to $5,600. However, as with any legislation, final details are subject to change. Will this affect SSDI recipients' medical coverage or disability status? The good news is that past payments like this have not impacted Medicare coverage, disability status, or monthly Social Security/SSDI benefits. There is no indication that this one-time payment would be treated any differently. Steps you should take right now. While the final approval process is still underway, there are a few proactive steps you can take. Verify your information. Make sure your mailing address and banking details are current with the Social Security Administration. Stay informed. Keep an eye on your mail for any official communications regarding this payment. Beware of scams. The Social Security Administration will never call, email, or text you asking for personal information or payment to receive this benefit. If someone contacts you claiming otherwise, it's likely a scam. How can this payment help you? For many recipients, $2,800 can make a significant difference. Whether it's catching up on essential expenses, paying down debt, or setting aside funds for an emergency, this payment can provide financial relief during uncertain times. Others may use it for medical equipment, home modifications, or energy-efficient improvements to help lower long-term costs. Looking ahead, what this means for future benefits. While this is a one-time payment, its approval could set an important precedent for how the government responds to economic challenges for Social Security and SSDI recipients. It may influence future policies regarding benefit adjustments and additional support measures. Will this affect other assistance programs? If you receive SNAP benefits, housing assistance, or other government aid, You may be wondering how this payment will interact with those programs. Based on current information, this payment should not impact your eligibility for other assistance programs, just as previous stimulus payments did not. Final thoughts. This proposed $2,800 payment is a potential game changer for Social Security and SSDI recipients. While we await final approval, staying informed and prepared is key. If you found this information helpful, stay tuned for more updates as the situation develops. Keeping up with the latest news can help you make the most of this financial opportunity and avoid potential pitfalls.